Good morning everyone, today is a sponsored video. I am sponsored by FIFINE, which is a microphone company, and you're currently listening to that microphone right now. I actually have it on its stand, so it's actually sitting on my desk as I am speaking right now, which is pretty awesome because I think the sound quality is not too bad. Now if you do invest a little bit more and get like a mic arm and actually move the microphone a little bit closer to your mouth, I think it would be even better because you get to show off that beautiful RGB. Now if you don't like this rainbow effect, you can change the color. I'm gonna change mine to blue actually because I like the blue colored. So here we go. Yeah, we change it to a nice blue. And on top of that, you also get that beautiful proximity effect. If you want to speak a little bit closer like this and get some ASMR action, you can definitely do that. But that's not the purpose of today's video. Even though today's video is sponsored by FIFINE, I want to share with you guys a little story about my YouTube channel and how it progressed. Because when I started YouTube, I didn't have money to buy any fancy microphones. I had like $50, maybe $60 maximum for a nice microphone. And it just so happens that this microphone, I wish this was around back in the day, but what I bought was the Blue Yeti microphone, and the Blue Yeti is an okay mic. However, the problem with the Blue Yeti is it is incredibly sensitive, so it picks up everything in your house. If there's someone talking downstairs, if the dog is barking, if the cat is meowing, whatever, it picks up everything, and it's an absolute pain in the butt to use. And so I was using that mic, and whenever there was like construction next door or even construction across the road, my microphone would always pick up that sound, that dun 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 sound. It just drove me mad, and it just absolutely sucked. However, nowadays you can actually get condenser microphones such as this one for $50. The great thing about condenser microphones is it picks up directly in front of it. Like you speak directly into the microphone, it's crystal clear. But you move it further away and look, it's a lot quieter. And now if I move it this far, you can almost barely hear me. But more importantly, if I flip it around, so let's say the microphone is not facing my mouth anymore, or let's say there's something going on behind me, now it's not going to pick up those sounds as crystal clear, which is really nice because now if my brother is taking a shower or something, it doesn't pick up all those shower sounds because it's only picking up what's in front of the microphone and not behind or at the side or anything. So it's super nice. And so I kind of wish I had this microphone back in the day when I first started YouTube because the sound quality is really good. But now to address the elephant in the room, and that is of course, Kero, you're just saying all of these good things because you want to sell the microphone so that you get a commission, blah blah. Well, no, because the link in the description below is not an affiliate link. It's just a regular link. You can just go to Amazon and check this out yourself, or just Google or whatever. Honestly, I don't care because I'm not getting paid a single cent. The only thing that I did get is I got the microphone itself for free in order to make this review, and that's it. So hopefully that clarifies things a little bit. The real reason why I wanted to do this video, or why I accepted the sponsorship, was because there have been a lot of people reaching out to me saying, Kero, I want to get into YouTube, I want to get into streaming, I want to become a content creator. How do I start? And to be honest with you guys, I think audio is the most important thing. What people hear you say and the content and the stuff that you actually talk about is far more important than what they see on the screen. As you can see, you know, my streams and my videos are kind of scuffed. Like this webcam that is currently recording my face, it's 1080p, you know, most people are using like 4K, 2K, DLSS cameras, like all these fancy stuff. And here I am using a regular Apple iMac webcam. And it does the job. Honestly, people are here for you. They're here to listen to your content, listen to the information that you're sharing with them. They don't really care that much on the fidelity. Sure, it does affect it to some degree, but when you're first starting out, you just have to go with the flow and with your budget. Because I remember when I started YouTube, I was broke AF, all right? And I'm still kind of broke AF. So you don't have a lot of money to spend on fancy cameras, on fancy microphones, on fancy hardware, computer parts, graphics cards, all that stuff. So you kind of have to compromise in certain areas. And one thing that personally I wouldn't compromise on is a good microphone. If you have a good microphone and you sound good, people will more likely return to your streams, return to your videos as long as you sound good. If you have a beautiful canvas and like, you know, your stream looks perfect, but you have like a $10 mic and you sound horrible, people might watch it, but they're probably gonna mute it because they don't want to hear your crappy voice and your crappy microphone. And eventually they're gonna leave because there's no context. They're just watching still images, or they're just watching a video with no audio. It's not as good. That's why I put a lot of emphasis on microphones, and I think microphones are really important. And that's definitely one of the first things, or like the majority of my budget would go into first, would be the microphone. And then after you get a nice microphone, the next thing I would invest is actually in a microphone arm. As you can see right now, I'm holding the microphone the entire time because it just sounds the best like this. If I put it on the table with its dedicated stand, the moment I start typing on a keyboard, you're going to start hearing the keyboard itself. Now, if I start clicking on the mouse, you're also going to start hearing a little bit of the mouse. Not that much though. See, it's like barely audible. But with the keyboard, because the keyboard's actually on the table, and when you're typing there's going to be vibrations, this is going to transfer over to the microphone, which gets pretty annoying sometimes. Like personally, I have a pretty quiet keyboard, but if you have like a blue switch or like a gamer keyboard that is really clicky, really clacky, your microphone is going to pick that up, and it might drive some of your viewers insane because they don't like that clickety clack sometimes. Some people like it, but most people that I know don't really want to hear your keyboard all the time. If they're looking for keyboard sounds, they usually just go to YouTube and search up like keyboard ASMR, stuff like that. So the first thing I would definitely invest into is a microphone arm, so that the microphone is leveled like this away from the table. So even when you're typing on your keyboard, it's not going to pick up all those keyboard sounds as much. As you probably can't hear right now, I am smashing my WASD keys, and I don't think you're going to hear much of it because the microphone is levitated and it's not on the table, so all of those vibrations aren't going into the microphone anymore. But even if you sound good, you look good, everything is all set, it's all about consistency. You still need to upload very consistently in order for people to return to you. If you just stream once a month, people are going to tune in the first time, the second time, and then forget about you. And it's the same thing with YouTube. The reason why I upload daily is because if I stop uploading for a short period of time, people are going to forget about me, and they're just going to be like, okay, yeah, he's done. He's not uploading any more videos. We're going to go watch someone else. And that's why I'm so hell-bent on daily uploads. Do I really need daily uploads? Probably not. I could probably get away with like 2 or 3 videos a week, but I just want that consistency. People have come to expect daily uploads from my channel because I've been daily uploading for the past 4 or 5 years. And so people have this expectation. There's a standard that I've kind of placed there. Now, the standard was kind of placed by myself, enforced by myself too, but nevertheless, you do need some level of consistency. You don't need to start with anything crazy. You can start off with 1 upload a month first, all right? So that's totally achievable for the majority of people. However, you want to up it to 1 upload every 2 weeks, 1 upload a week, and then 2, 3, 4 videos a week, something along those lines, and you'll see growth for your channel a lot quicker. The more you upload, the faster the growth of your channel. That's personally how I see things, because you know, there's just more content out there that people can watch, so there's more exposure for your channel. So consistency is really, really important, and this applies to live streams as well. If you stream 1 day a week, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, the more you stream, the more chances you get to catch other people's eyeballs and get their attention. However, I wouldn't recommend streaming for incredibly long periods of time. Personally, the way that I like to live stream is short bursts. I only stream 1 to 2 hours, and then it's like high intensity. I have a purpose. I turn on the live stream. I have an agenda. I'm like, okay, today we're going to be talking about A, B, C, D. We're going to be covering all of this content, and it's just high energy, high octane, boom, 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 boom. And it's the same way with my YouTube videos as well. I tend to have some sort of agenda with some sort of storyboarding, and it's just like, all right, so what do I want the viewer to get out of this video by the end of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's like, okay, so we need to hit all of these 5 points. How am I going to do it? Go. And that's how I plan my YouTube videos as well as my live streams. But now, before I end the video, I do need to talk a little bit more about this microphone. I need to do my due diligence. So first of all, there is a button over here which changes the RGB lighting, as you can see right here. However, if you don't want the RGB lighting, you just hold it and it turns off. The second thing is there is monitoring on this microphone. So you can actually plug your own headphones here and monitor your own voice to see if, oh, am I too loud? Am I too soft? Do I need to adjust the volume? And it just so happens that there is a gain knob over here that can increase or decrease the sensitivity of the microphone as well as the volume of the microphone to make your voice louder or softer on the go very, very easily. On top of that, another function for this microphone is, of course, it is USB Type-C. You can just plug it into your PC or your Mac and it works perfectly fine. I'm currently recording this on a Mac, but if you do have an audio interface, they also support XLR. So for those who do have fancy audio interfaces or know what those things are, it's basically a fancy box where you plug in those more high-end microphones in, and then the audio interface plugs into your PC through USB, and then it just works that way. So for more expensive mics, such as like the one that I normally use, which is the Shure SM7B, that one plugs in with an XLR cable, and you need a cloud lifter as well because it's awfully quiet, and so there's a lot more complications when it comes to higher end microphones. However, personally, I think that this is a really good starter solution, and it sounds pretty dang good already because, well, you've been hearing me talk for like the past 15 minutes or so already. Now, if we flip the microphone over to the other side, you can see there is a green button right here, or a green LED, and this is the mute button. All you need to do is, and now it's back to green so you can hear me speak again, and let me just, and now you can hear me. Very simple, it's touch sensitive, it's super easy. You just place your finger on it, it turns red, it's muted. You push it again, it turns green, it's not muted. Super easy, super nice, and it's just a really clean design.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.